Group 1.
Hey, Douglas, where are Mom and Dad? Douglas? Douglas! Will you please pause that video game and listen to me?
What?
Do you know where Mom and Dad are? They're supposed to take Jazz and me to our soccer game.
They went to the grocery store, but they said they'd be right back.
The game doesn't start for another hour and a half, Lori, so there's plenty of time. We could spray paint our hair green to match our uniforms, and I've got green nail polish in my bag. Let's paint our fingernails green too. That way our uniform, socks, cleats, hair, and nails will be all green, so we'll look totally fearsome. The other team will freak out when they see us running on the field.
Okay, let's do our nails first, so they'll be dry before the game. Douglas, will you tell us when Mom and Dad get here? Douglas! Oh, never mind. Here come Aaron and Ike. Hey, Aaron, let us know when Mom and Dad come back because they have to take us to our game.
You may not have noticed, but it's going to rain. Take a look outside. The sky's black. That's why we came in.
I hope our game doesn't get canceled.
The wind's starting to pick up, too.
Whoa, look at the trees in the neighbor's yard. They're really getting blown around, but it's not raining yet, so maybe your game is still on.
I doubt it. Anyway, we're stuck in this house now, so let's play some video games. Hey, nerd, take a hike. It's our turn.
Don't call my brother a nerd, Ike.
Yeah, sure, Saint Nerdo. What video game are you playing?
What?
See, he wasn't even listening. Douglas, that's a puzzle video game you're playing, isn't it? It's time for you to get off and let Aaron and me play something less nerdly, like basketball.
Nerdly isn't a word.
It is now.
Leave him alone, Ike, and show a little respect.
I am showing respect to the video game system. The poor thing is bored with that nerdly puzzle game.
I don't want to play right now anyway because it looks like a bad storm is coming.
You're not afraid, are you?
No, it's just that I'm the oldest and when Mom and Dad aren't here, I'm responsible.
Oh man, here comes the storm. Look at the rain. It's not falling down. The wind is blowing it sideways.
I'm turning on the weather report. The TV says there's a severe weather warning.
The nerd turns off his puzzle game. It's a first.
What do all those colors mean on the map?
They show how much rain is falling. Green means light rain, yellow means a little more, orange is a little more, and so on. The red and purple.
There's a tornado. Watch for Parker and Hood. Continue.
A tornado? We barely had any rain when I lived in Los Angeles. Much less tornadoes.
This is just a tornado watch. It means the conditions are right for a tornado to form. Warm and cold air masses are colliding. That causes increased rotation within the thunderstorm.
Where do you learn this stuff? At nerd camp?
Did you hear that? There's a tornado warning for Johnson Country. That's us!
What's a tornado warning?
It means a funnel cloud has been sighted. Everyone in the area needs to take cover.
You mean a real tornado is coming?
I saw a movie where all kinds of stuff got sucked up in tornado. Really big stuff, like a cow, a truck, and a horse.
It would take an extremely violent tornado, a level F4 or F5 to move a house like this one. Winds would have to be blowing at least 200 miles per hour. I think only 2% of tornadoes reach that instantly.
Tornado! Tornado!
Not yet. It's just a tornado warning. But even if the funnel never touches the ground, the storm can bring high winds. We do need to take cover right away.
We'd better listen to Douglas. He studies this stuff all the time because he wants to be a weatherman when he grows up.
A meteorologist is the preferred term. Listen, do you all hear that banging noise? That's the hail hitting the roof.
Look out the window. Those hailstones are humongous. They look like baseballs bouncing around.
Let's get someplace safe. Quick!
But you guys don't have a basement. If we can't get to a basement, where can we go? That's safe from the storm.
In a tornado, you should go to a small interior room with no windows. The bathroom off the hall is good. I'll take my little radio so we can listen to the weather report.
All right. Then everybody, you heard Douglas, to the bathroom.
Hey,
Hurry.
quit shoving me, Ike.
Sorry.
Okay, we're all in now. Somebody shut the door, quick!
I'm not sitting on the toilet.
The bathtub is supposed to be the safest place.
Then I called the bathtub. Ouch! I banged my knee on the faucet.
This is the safest place in the house because in the middle, away from the outside wall in a tornado, you don't want to be near any windows in case of the wind shatters of glass.
I hope nobody's afraid, 'cause I'm not. Nope, not the least bit frightened. Not even a tiny little bit.
Douglas, are you getting any information on that radio?
All I'm getting is static due to the storm.
Shouldn't we go back and open the windows? Doesn't that keep the house from exploding or imploding or whatever you call it?
People used to think that tornado damage came from unbalanced air pressure as the funnel moved over the house. Now we know that the force of the gale winds is primarily caused by most structural damage.
I have no idea what the kid just said. Somebody want to translate for me?
He means that if you open windows, the wind comes in so it can push on walls and ceilings from the inside, not just from the outside.
It looks like we're stuck here for who knows how long, so I'm going to paint my fingernails.
We're going to get sucked up into a tornado and you're painting your nails?
There's nothing else to do, and I find it soothing.
Like maybe if you painted your nails, it would soothe you and then you could calm down.
Hey, I'm calm. I'm 1000% calm. I'm the calmest guy on the planet.
Do you think Mom and Dad know there's a tornado warning? Do you think they're trying to drive home right now?
I hope they're not driving. Even the moderate tornado like an F1 can peel the surface off roads.
Quit saying stuff like that.
Mom and Dad know better than to go out in a storm like this. They'll stay where it's safe until it blows over.
You should call their cell phone to make certain.
No! We all need to stay here because Douglas says this is the safest place, and he knows.
Besides, Jazz, the phone is next to a window. That's not a good place to be right now.
What's that weird noise? That low moaning noise?
It's the wind.
Are you sure it's not you, Ike?
People who have lived through tornadoes often say that the wind sounds like a freight train. The wind doesn't sound like that.
Whatever it is, it's totally creeping me out. It's threatening me.
I'm frightened too.
How about you, Ike? Are you ready to admit that you're afraid?
No, because I'm not afraid. Not much, anyway. Except for maybe a little bit. Okay, well, alright, then I'm afraid.
I'm not. I think this storm is fascinating.
I don't believe it! You're the youngest one here, so how can you not be afraid?
It's unlikely we'll be hurt. The odds are against it.
How can you be so certain?
My little brother reads a lot about this stuff. He's got a whole shelf of books on Earth, science, and catastrophic storms.
There's a lot of good science shows on the TV about extreme weather too. That's why I know that's why I know the odds of getting hurt are quite low. Even in the direct path of a tornado, you have a 99% chance of surviving if you know what to do.
But the TV weather person said we were under a warning. And that means a tornado's been sighted, and it's on the way, right?
Not necessarily. It means that the funnel has been sighted. The funnel becomes a tornado when it touches the ground.
But what if the funnel turns out to be a level F5 killer tornado?
We've done everything we can. We're in the safest place in the house.
How long have we been here, anyway? Feels like a gazillion centuries.
Listen, I don't hear the wind anymore. Is that good or bad?
Could be either. Let me see if we can get anything on my radio now. Shh. There's a weather report. It says the storm has moved eastward and past us. That means that it should be safe to go out.
Wait, you all stay here and let me look first to make sure.
Man, I can't believe Douglas just sat through all this like it's nothing, when we could have been blown into the next hemisphere.
Good news, everybody. It looks okay to me. You can come out now.
You guys go first.
Look, it's just raining now. No wind. The drops are rolling straight down the window.
The hailstones haven't melted yet. They're smaller, but you can still see them in the grass.
Oh, whoa, look through the front window. Over there, across the street, looks like the wind flipped a boat off its trailer and threw it on the ground.
Hey everybody, check out the backyard. The fence is blown down, and the neighbor's tree fell over. The tornado snapped a truck clean in half.
The phone's ringing. I'll get it.
Looking at the damage, my first guess would be an F0, possibly an F1, but most likely an F0.
Did you say a messily little F0 tornado caused all this damage? You've got to be kidding.
That was Dad on the phone. He and Mom took shelter during the storm, and now they're on their way home. They said not to go outside until they get back in case any power lines are down.
That's fine with me because there's no way I'm setting foot outside this house.
Well, the soccer game is definitely going to be canceled, or at least postponed. I'm going to call my mom and tell her I'm okay.
Ike, aren't your parents supposed to pick you up at 3:45? It's not even 3 yet. Can you believe we were in that bathroom for less than 20 minutes?
And I thought it was a gazillion centuries. Time sure doesn't fly when you're frightened, huh, Ike?
Okay, I admit it. I was frightened, and I apologize for making fun of you earlier, Douglas.
That's okay. The main thing is that we're all safe.
Do you think you could show me how to play that puzzle video game?
I thought you said that was a nerdly video game, Ike.
Nerdly isn't a word, Lori. And nobody is calling my buddy Douglas a nerd ever again. From now on, he gets treated with respect because this future meteorologist has nerves of steel.
The end.